Hey, welcome back guys, and today we're going to talk about Alencia as well as her artifact, and if they're worth pulling for, and if you should be buying her artifact, Alencia Nox's Wrath with your Powder of Knowledge. So just looking at Alencia very quickly, let's actually talk about her skills very quickly in case you guys forgot what she does, or you guys don't even know what she does in the first place. So her S3 guys, Genesis, it is an AoE attack that will strip all buffs of the enemy side, and also give everyone a defense buff, and will also increase your CR by 50%, meaning that if you start the battle with your S3, you'll be able to take your turn very quickly, and be able to use your S1 therefore after pretty fast. Now her S3 will also scale with her max HP, so you're most likely going to want to build her on a HP focused build with some crit damage and crit chance. Now for S2 guys, it is a buff for herself, a passive. She'll give herself Mind's Eye, which is undispellable. If you have unbuffable at the start of your turn though, you will not get this Mind's Eye. And what Mind's Eye does is that it will give you 50% effectiveness. Now when Mind's Eye is activated, you'll actually be able to chain your S1 into another attack. And the extra attack is known as Trample. Basically a very hard hitting skill that will actually also inflict injuries, and this damage will also scale with her max HP. And then our S1 guys, it is a single target attack with a 75% chance of decreased defense, which you can actually soul burn to actually increase to 100%. And this decreased defense will last for 1 turn or 2 turns if you soul burn it, and this will also scale with your max HP. So yeah, for the most part guys, she's a pretty strong unit. As you guys can see, she has a very good strip AoE that also has a defense buff for your team, which is one of the best defensive buffs for your team, obviously. And then while she is activated with her Mind's Eye, she gets increased effectiveness, making it so that if you build her on a low effectiveness build, she can still dispel very easily and also land those defense breaks on units with some built-in effect resist. She's very powerful because of her injuries on her S2. And if you actually build her on an injury set like I do right here, you'll be actually able to cripple HP scaling bruisers such as Apocalypse Ravi, Shu, just anything that scales with HP. Even the newly released Lethe, because she does scale with her max HP on her Call of the Abyss, as you can see here. If you actually just land one S1 into Trample combo with Alencia, her damage is pretty much neutered and she can't really do much to you. So pretty strong unit. There's a lot of ways to build her. Injury with Pen Set is a very good build. You can also go Speed Set into Pen Set. If you guys do not have access to Penetration Set, you can go Critical Hit Chance. It's fine. Just make sure you have decent HP. Anything over 20k with 100% crit chance and 250% crit damage should be okay. And she's a pretty strong unit. I definitely think for PvP, she's a worthwhile unit to pull for because of the fact that she counters so many meta units, and also because in Guild Wars she is very powerful against like Shu, against like Senya and stuff like that. You can use her all the time in Guild Wars offense. She's one of the best Guild Wars offense units. So I highly recommend, if you guys are into PvP and you have bookmarks left over, you pull for her, because yeah, she's very strong in PvP and she counters the newly released limited unit. For PvE though, you won't really get too much use out of her. She's not really that strong in PvE. She's mostly only going to be used in like Ancient Inheritance, maybe some Hollow Trials and stuff like that. But for the most part, not really used that much because yeah, she's more suited for PvP with her Mind's Eye doing injuries, which do not work in PvP. Now talking about her artifact, Alencia Nox's Wrath, it is going to give you flat critical hit chance, and after activating an extra turn on the caster's turn, so this will not work on Edward Elric's S2, this will increase your CR. Now this artifact is not that great. It's going to be mostly used on Alencia, as you guys can see here, because she does have that extra attack in her S2 which procs right after, but she's way better on other artifacts. I have her on Full Metal's Automail, which is from Full Metal Alchemist collab. You can also run her on so many other artifacts here, like even Lethe's artifact currently running is super powerful on her if you have access to it. She's also very good on stuff like Draco Plate, very powerful. Even Durandal if you want to make her push herself even more, because Alencia does get focused down a lot because she does a lot of damage. And even something like Proof of Valor is good as well, and you can also run her on different artifacts as well, like Sepulchrum for a free-to-play option. If you don't have a lot of 5-star artifacts, very good. It'll make her a lot more tankier. So I think her artifact, easy skip. Not really any units that use it besides, I guess, Alencia and maybe Shu, but there are better options for those units. So definitely recommend skipping. I think Alencia is a very powerful unit though, guys. You definitely want to pull for her if you can, just because it seems like if the meta shifts back to HP scaling bruisers, Alencia is always going to be good because of how her injuries work. And if you do run her on that injury set, you can actually just make it so that like Apoc Ravi's on the other side, their S3 does no damage and just permanently cripple them. So very powerful unit, and also very good against buff heavy teams. So that's pretty much it for this should you pull video though, guys. Don't want to make this longer than it needs to be. Just to summarize again, Alencia, definitely a good unit for PvP, and her artifact is pretty trash. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys next time.